Welcome, you guys, to day 2. The spirit of control and fear, you guys. Okay, we're moving into day 2 of Exodus. When the walls come tumbling down, just like in the book of Joshua in the Bible. Okay, and we're going to break into how the spirit of control and how to restore safety, how to understand that spirit. Okay, all right. So when we talk about the walls coming down, you guys, okay, we're talking about what built them in the first place. Okay, that's what we're talking about. All right. For many of us, we've survived narcissistic abuse. Yes, and narcissistic abuse is definitely something that can cause us to have walls. These walls were not just emotional, they were spiritual walls, you guys, and they were built brick by brick out of fear and control. Yes, that's how they were built. Not always our own at first, though. Someone else's fear, someone else's need to dominate caused this, okay? But over time, we begin to internalize that person. We begin to internalize, unfortunately, the narcissist. We started living under the same spirit that once oppressed us. Yes, we become like the narcissist in a way. Okay, so let's go to 2 Timothy 1:7, you guys. Okay, all right. For God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Yes, that's what God has given us, you guys. And so let's get into this a little bit deeper, you guys, okay? Because fear and control always travels together, you guys. Isn't that amazing? Fear and control, they travel together. Control is fear's armor. When the narcissist fears exposure, they control to feel safe. Yeah. Control is there for them to feel safe. When the survivor fears chaos, we control to feel safe. Yeah. So we both use fear. Fear pushes us to control, okay? Different sides of the wound, though, okay? But the same strategy that the enemy is using here. Fear to push you to control. So here's what's happening in the brain, you guys. After chronic emotional abuse, the amygdala, the brain's alarm becomes hypersensitive. It keeps ringing even when there's no danger. Yes. So we grit tight. Okay, we push further in. We control schedules, we control emotion, we control people. Anything that makes uncertainty go away. Yes, it's uncertainty that we fear the most, okay? But the truth is, you guys, control doesn't create safety. Okay? It eliminates it. Yeah. It eliminates it. Real safety comes when the nervous system can rest. Yes, when the body finally believes, I'm not in danger anymore. I'm safe now. I'm okay. Okay, that's why God says, be still. Stillness isn't passivity, you guys. It's regulation. It's letting your body remember peace again. Yes, your body recall that peace that it once felt, okay? So when God told Moses to tell Pharaoh, let my people go, he wasn't just freeing slaves from Egypt, you guys. He was freeing hearts. Yes, he was freeing hearts from the illusion of control that they had, okay? Pharaoh's heart was definitely had an illusion of control, okay? When in fact, God was always in control. So some of us have our pharaohs living inside of us. Some of us have been delivered from Pharaoh, but we still carry the heart of Pharaoh, that inner critic that says, if you don't stay perfect, they'll leave you. Yeah, that's Pharaoh. That's the Egypt talking, okay? If you let go, you'll fall apart. Yeah. But hear me, you guys. The same God who split the sea can handle what's going on the inside, okay? All right? He can handle that. What's going on other side of you, of surrender, okay? That's the other side of surrender, okay? He can help you with that, okay? You don't have to manage everything, every outcome to be safe, okay? You don't have to manage it. You just have to trust the one who holds them. Yes, and that's God who holds them, okay? So let's get into this, okay? I'm going to go a little deeper with you guys, okay? All right, thank you guys for joining me on Trauma Talk, okay? Let me ask you, have you ever noticed that when you finally start healing, something inside of you, yes, panics. Yes, it goes into full-blown panic. Like, wait, if I'm not fixing, controlling, or performing, who am I? Who will I be? You almost get a little bit bored, unfortunately, when you first come out of this, okay? That's the old programming being rewritten, you guys. Yes, that's the old programming being rewritten. If you've ever felt that tension, drop a heart, you guys, in the chat. Drop a heart in the comments, okay? That's your nervous system learning a new language. It's learning peace, yes. And it's not familiar with peace. It's familiar with chaos. It's familiar with uncertainty, yes, which continually pushes you back to control, you guys. So let's talk about healing this, okay? Self-empathy is the key. Let's breathe together. Let's inhale, exhale. Now place your hand over your heart and whisper to yourself, I release the spirit of fear. I release the need to control. My safety no longer depends on it. Okay? It no longer depends on performance. It rests in God's presence within me. I'm learning to feel safe in stillness. Imagine that. To trust the rhythm of peace more than the noise of panic. Yes. Okay? That's what you do. Do that 5 or 10 minutes in the morning, 5 or 10 minutes in the evening. Stay there for a moment, you guys. Feel your heartbeat. Slow down. Okay? That's your body. Yes. Your neurobiological system beginning to believe the truth again. Beginning to believe that you're safe. Okay? All right. So, you guys. All right. So let's close this whole thing out, you guys. All right, beloved. Fear builds walls. Yes. That's what the fear did. It built walls. Love tears them down. Every time you choose compassion, self-empathy over control, you're participating in your own deliverance. The Israelites didn't need to pull the walls of Jericho down, okay? They simply needed to obey, walked, and trust, okay? And that's what you're doing. You're trusting in that stillness. And that's when it was time. God made the walls fall flat down and they were able to go into their promised land, okay? So the same will happen in you, okay? So keep walking, you guys. Keep breathing, yes, and keep trusting, okay, that those walls can come down and you can be safe again. You don't need to trust, okay? All right. Also, you guys, don't forget, Saturday, I will be going live on TikTok to discuss this whole series, okay? All right, in person at 2 p.m. on Saturday on TikTok. So please join me there. You can ask me questions, you can give me comments, and you can even tell me things that you want to learn more about this, okay? So why don't you join me on TikTok on Saturday at 2 p.m. I might jump on Saturday, on Friday too, but not sure. But yeah, let's get this deliverance going. Letting God in. Let's begin to talk about how we can fight our feelings and let the Spirit meet you where the pain lives, because healing isn't about controlling, you guys. All right. Healing is about controlling emotions. No, it's about letting love, you guys, letting love build what fear once guarded, you guys. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me on Trauma Talks. Okay. Amen. Amen. Okay. Thank you for joining me on Trauma Talks, and I'll see you in the next video, part 3. Okay. Thank you.